You're listening to The Imposter Entrepreneur with Miss Tiffany Menefee. Let's lay down some ground rules. We're going to talk about business, life, relationships, alcohol, because more than likely we're going to be drinking while we're recording this, because let's be realistic, all entrepreneurs have a vice, and there's probably going to be some cursing going on.
And yet, let's not forget that Miss Tiffany will probably say something highly offensive and not realize it's offensive. So if y'all aren't down with that, stop listening right now.
But if you're chill and not easily offended, then the Imposter Entrepreneur podcast is for you. Remember to follow us on all our social media pages and subscribe to our podcast. Now let's just jump into this week's topic. So we're officially live now, even though we've been talking for a little bit. Gesuina was posing here with me. I was drinking. Obviously, I have multiple drinks in. She has Red Bull, and I'm on like my third Red's Apple Ale. So usually we cheers, but I feel like there's no cheersing today because, well,
cheers.
Okay, Red Bull, there should be vodka in that, but there's not, Gesuina.
Not right now, girl.
Not right.
It's too early. The night is young.
I'm all.
It's
like 8 o'clock and we're business owners. The night is not young.
For me, it's young.
It's okay for Gesuina. It's young. So if y'all are going to tune in with us, we have Gesuina. Like say your last name for me so I don't butcher it. Legaspy. Very sexy. From Gal Fashion, and we're super excited to have her on today. So Gesuina, as I open this other Red's Apple Ale.
You're 2 in.
No, girl, I'm 3 in because
damn.
it was one of those days as an entrepreneur. Let's just say it because we're both entrepreneurs.
I hear you.
I know, and you're just drinking a Red Bull. So,
Well, because I'm so damn tired.
I know, because you just got off the plane, what, yesterday or this morning?
Last night. Mm-hmm. It's been a crazy 4 days.
So if they don't know what Gal Fashion is,
Yes.
tell me like Tinder for business, but Gal Fashion. What if you were a Tinder site? What's Gal Fashion?
Gal Fashion is the most high-end, luxurious women's contemporary store located in the Sun City of the west side of El Paso, Texas.
That sounded fucking sexy as hell. Let me just tell you. Okay, so she's fucking amazing. If you didn't know, before when I got here, I was a hot damn mess.
And then we fixed you right up.
And then she fixed me right up because she brought clothes with her to make sure that I looked fabulous on camera. So if I look fabulous, it's because of this lady right here.
You're welcome.
If I don't look fabulous, it's because, well, I just ignored her and didn't pay attention to anything that
you
she
look
told
real
me.
good. I like the red and the python. We're like vibing.
Contrasting. I know.
We're vibing.
This is fabulous.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about Gal Fashion. Besides, how long have you had it? Like, tell me what lines you carry, and then we're gonna get into some of the juicy, some of the meat
and
of
potatoes.
Of like the people you style. Besides me, you know.
Okay. So Gal Fashion, I've been in retail for 11 years now. This is my 11th year anniversary.
You don't look that old.
I feel old.
I know. She basically just told me that she felt like she was 50.
I am a 50-year-old trapped in a 28-year-old body.
28 or 29?
Oh, yeah.
She just had her birthday. Let's get real. Let's get real.
It was like 2 days ago, Tiffany.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Because you look great and you're successful. And so how's it been?
How has it been? I think that this year was the best year of my 4 years owning a store. I finally, when you get over that hump of like, am I going to make it? Am I going to make it?
No, I have a fuck my life all the moments all the time.
Tiffany, you have like the best life. You shop at Gal.
I do shop at Gal, but
you have an amazing car. You get a bunch of cool cars. You rock. You kill it. And you're funny.
Well,
and you throw really cool parties.
That's the alcohol that's talking when I'm funny. No, I mean, but tell me, so you have fabulous lines. You're styling people. You've been in business 4 years, but you started, 11 years ago?
Yes.
And you just always knew that you loved fashion?
Yeah. When I was a kid, I would make Barbie clothes. I would cut up all my clothes and like tear it and like get like adhesive and like that. What's that? Felt. And I would just like sew and design. Like
you would really make your own stuff?
I was,
That's pretty awesome.
And then I would do research of celebrities and what they were wearing when I was like 11. And I would find out all these brands and save up all my money and buy them on eBay.
They had internet when you were 11?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm freaking
It was like
old.
2001.
I feel like an old lady right here. I'm like, internet. Like, I didn't know what a computer was when I was 11. Jesus Christ. Okay, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, sorry. I get off on a tangent. You know me.
Don't be on no tangents with me, Carol.
Always. So you would like, that's really cool though. So you always knew like you wanted to be in fashion and you loved it.
Yeah, I always loved it.
And then you just.
And my mom would always dress like in suits and designer stuff since I was a kid. So I like saw that.
Her mom is fabulous.
My mom's
you didn't
fabulous. She looks like my sister. Sometimes it's a compliment. Sometimes it's offensive. But, you know, it's fine.
It is. So you just knew that you wanted to be it. Your mom dressed fabulous. You just loved the clothes. And you went straight into retail?
No. So I had a lot of weird little jobs before I went into fashion.
Like, tell me, like, what weird type of
so
jobs?
dumb.
Like, tell me, what type of weird jobs did you have?
I was a little secretary, but I got in trouble because I would always be on Facebook. Then I worked at my ex's apartment complex as like the little like admin. But I would always be on Facebook. Oh, MySpace. Back then it was MySpace. Oh, and then what else did I do? I worked at Forever 21. I got fired. What else did I do? I had like weird little jobs.
Like you needed to be your own boss.
Oh yeah, I hated working for other people.
What did you hate about working for other people?
That I couldn't have control. Like when I saw something that needed to be changed, it was like, how dare you? You sit down.
So we're both Sagittariuses.
We are.
We're Sag girls.
That's why we get along.
Yes, we get along, and Sagittariuses love to take control of everything.
Control freak. I get anxiety.
Do you?
Oh.
I do too. Maybe not about social media. I need to take some lessons from you in reference to that because you're like the social media queen. And I'm like, what? Okay, well, you hire the people that know how to do social media.
Exactly.
We were over here talking about before we actually went online about how we all need to hire an 18-year-old to do all of our social media.
Guys, one of the best secrets in having a business is having a lot of young interns because they're brilliant and they're the future. They see things that we don't see. You know, as old people, we're very old school and we just don't understand. Like there's apps and like, no, there's so much stuff that I don't even.
Like you don't understand.
I don't understand.
I see stuff like earlier. Okay, so Valerie like made like a stupid like elf video with our faces all over it. It's like dancing, and I'm like, this is the stupidest shit I've ever seen. And she's like, it's gonna go amazing, viral. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I have to pay $2.99 for that shit. And she's like, yes, Tiffany, shut up and just do it. I'm like, okay, and I shut it up. And I did it.
And it worked. And it went viral.
And it was great. And it was freaking hilarious. But I'm like, really? People really look at this shit?
People love to look at other people's stuff. They like to live vicariously through you. And they like to see what you're doing, what you're eating. I know this girl locally who she just posts videos of what she eats. And she gets like thousands of views. And I'm like, why do you care, people?
Like, right? I'm like, I don't
Imagine watching what I ate in Disneyland. You would be disgraced and you wouldn't shop at my store.
What did you eat in Disneyland? Tell me.
I went for the carbs and the churros and the turkey legs and pop. I didn't care. I YOLO'd for my 29th birthday. And now I'm wearing leggings.
What does YOLO mean? Dude, I am that old. I don't know what YOLO means.
Like,
do not laugh at me over there.
As the 18-year-old laughs at you.
As the 18-year-old over here taking pictures laughs at me. I don't know what like. Wait, let me
YOLO is my hashtag in life.
I don't even know what it means.
You only live once.
Oh, shit. I didn't get that. Like, okay, so people message me stuff, and they'll be like, OMW, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? And so I had I had to, like, Google that shit.
Urban Dictionary.
Like, it's on my phone because I don't know what any of this stuff means. And I'm like...
We got to hang out more.
I
learned from the 18-year-olds. Okay. And I will teach you.
Yes. I need you to hang out with me more. Yes. You can be my Yoda about social media because I need this because I'm like, dude, I'm old. I watch like PBS and listen to NPR. Like, this is not my jam.
This 50-year-old does not do that.
Okay, so you're not 50.
That's taking it way too far. Like, I cannot stand NPR or PBS.
Okay, so we just leveled up, and then I am super old, basically, because of what I listen to and what I watch. So, okay, so tell me, you just came back from California.
I did.
Tell me, what did you do in California? Because I saw some fucking amazing pictures of you at a gala.
Yes.
Oh, which gala did we go to?
So I went to the Vanderpump Gala.
And tell me, what is the Vanderpump Gala?
So 5 years ago, I met Lisa and Ken Vanderpump in California at one of their restaurants, and I manifested that I was going to meet them and I was going to talk to them. And sure enough, when I went to go sit down, there they were. And we started having a conversation. And I was just genuine and trying to be like normal, like not like, oh, take a picture. And they invited me to their gala. And ever since then, every year I get invited.
You've been going?
I have not been going because I got separated, divorced, and now I'm back. And so I came and I went this year.
Help me. Who are the Vanderpumps?
No.
Yes.
Tiffany.
Dude, I watch PBS and listen to NPR.
Yeah, I'm going to start showing up at your house with wine and we're going to watch reality TV.
Yeah, I don't know anything about reality TV except my own reality. So it enlightened me. Who are the Vanderpumps?
You need me in your life.
I do. Who are the Vanderpumps? I mean, she already dresses me, so we need to.
But now we need to watch TV together.
Yes. I don't have even cable.
I don't either. You stream it.
Okay. Yeah. Something else new that we're going to learn here about streaming.
We're going to learn a lot tonight.
Mm-hmm. So tell me, who are the Vanderpumps?
Okay, so Lisa Vanderpump used to come out on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Okay, I have heard of that.
So she was like the queen bee of that show.
Okay.
And then she started her own reality show called Vanderpump Rules.
Okay.
And so ever since then, that's how I got my little foot in the door with celebrities. And one connection led to another and another and another. And so I went with 10 clients.
Ooh.
And we had a fabulous time. And
I wasn't invited. I just
next year.
I'm just
God. Oh. Damn. No, I invited clients that I'm very close to and that are my very good friends and also that are
she's like digging herself deeper in a hole.
we haven't even had wine and reality night. Like, come on. Yeah. Give me a break. No, but and they're very into that and they like those shows. So it was perfect. Like they loved it. We all loved it.
That's awesome. I saw the pictures. They were fabulous. So tell me, you styled them all when you went and everything. Mm-hmm. So what other celebrities do you style?
Right now, my latest, maybe I shouldn't say.
Ooh.
I'm gonna not say right now. I'll tell you the past ones, but not the new ones.
Not the new ones.
Because until like the photo's out, I don't want to like.
No, of course not.
What is it called? Lay your eggs before they hatch.
Okay, yes.
Okay, but in the past, I've styled Megan King from Real House of Orange County, Lisa Rinna from Beverly Hills, Shiva Safai, who is Gigi and Bella Hadid's stepmom, Sheena Shea from Vanderpump Rules. God, who else do I have?
So some fabulous. I just think it's really awesome that
some people,
like a local girl from El Paso, is like styling all these celebrities and stuff.
It's fun.
It is.
And then like when you see them on TV wearing your clothes that you picked out, it's like.
Do you scream a little?
I scream, I cry, I tear, I selfie, and then
That's awesome. I like
and then I upload.
I scream, cry, tear, selfie, and upload.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So I love all of that. So it's super exciting. And I know we had talked about you have some reality stuff coming out. Yes?
Yes. So in 2016, we filmed a reality show with my videographer, but then shit hit the fan and we had to end it. But we have a lot of good footage.
What shit hit the fan?
That's when I started to get separated. And I was like, I don't want to film all this negativity. And then so we ended it there, but we still have all that footage that we're going to release on the upcoming vlog, which hopefully will launch in January, if not in February. But we've been filming since August every single day consecutively. So anybody who wants to do that, it's a lot of work. And you really have to know that you're putting everything out there into the universe. You're going to talk about your worst moments, your sad moments. People will see you cry. It's out there.
Basically my life right now on Imposter Entrepreneur.
Yes, but actually capturing those moments behind the scenes, at your office or, you know what I mean? Not with a camera in front of you, but a hidden camera.
I feel like we need that all the time. But you know what? My office staff likes to take pictures of me behind the scenes all the time and use shit. And I'm like, really? You're putting that picture of me on social media? I'm like, okay, we can do it.
Yeah, remember, all publicity is good publicity, even if it's bad.
Really?
It is. It's called relevancy.
I don't know.
People like to see us cry. They want to see us They want to see what we eat. It's weird.
It is weird.
I don't get it.
This is how this podcast came about because people are like, oh, how are you doing? I feel like everybody lies. Everybody's a bunch of liars that are entrepreneurs. Like, oh, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Well,
I'm doing great.
It depends. Like, let's say you and me were to have lunch behind the scenes. I would tell you about how miserable I am. But out in public, like, no one wants to hear that. It's all about the customer.
Well, when people see me in public and I'm like, oh, shit's great. Maybe. Fuck my life. And they're like, really, Tiffany? Maybe you shouldn't say that. And I'm like, why am I going to lie?
I'll never forget one time I had a big disaster happen with another business. And a client came in and I just started talking smack and I got really heated and that customer never came back again. And then I like self-reflected and I was like, man, like she came here to enjoy and shop and have fun. And I was so negative that I scared her away for life. So I had to learn like meditate, therapy.
And you know what?
Therapy, girl.
I have a great counselor.
Oh, you do?
I do.
I feel like all business owners have one.
A counselor and a drinking problem, usually.
It's true. Actually, well, maybe I shouldn't say this. We're
do
live,
it,
huh?
Do it. You say whatever you want, girl. I say stuff all the time, and people are like, really? Did you say that live on camera? And I'm
maybe I'll have a drink, and then I'll confess to you about the drinking problem. But right now,
we've been to the bar together.
We're PG right now. We'll get there.
No, we're not. She doesn't really want to drink. She's scared of what she's going to say.
It's true.
It is true. It is true. No, I mean, you do. I think as an entrepreneur, you need a therapist and somebody to vent to and stuff.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I vent to them all the time. And then I think, gosh, I just lied to my therapist also. I didn't tell him everything. What is wrong with me?
That's the cool thing about having the vlog, though, is like your secret diary. Because you're like talking for TV, but you're also like being real. So you're letting those emotions out instantly. Like you're purging.
I'm real all the time. That's like, I mean, I don't know.
But like sometimes you have to tell someone. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we call that the four walls of my shop. And I tell the girls, like, whatever happens in these four walls that I say, it doesn't leave here. Yeah. Because usually it's shit that I'm like, fuck, like this or that. Yeah. And I'm like, you have to vent to somebody,
you have
right?
To.
I mean, at least you've gotten good about like not venting to customers. Like most of the time I don't vent to customers, but like I definitely see people out like when I'm networking and they're like, how are you doing? I'm like, I'm stressed.
Yeah.
And like people don't know how to take that sometimes.
Yeah.
But I feel like as a business owner, like we need that like reality of like it's not all fucking perfect. Shit happens.
It's not perfect and it'll never be perfect.
I mean, I tell people all the time, I was like the one.
But you handle it. You're always on your A game. I've never seen you be like in a bad mood at an event ever. You're always like, let's take a picture. Do you want a drink? Yeah.
Yeah. I've had those moments. I had one like
I've never seen you act up.
And not at an event, but I had like at the shop, but not too long ago. Like the customer was looking at me and I was just like, I don't know what to do. And I just started crying. And they're like, looking, and I'm like,
you cried to your customer?
Well, like I wasn't like, he was just being a jackass. Yeah. And I was like, well, there's nothing I can do to like
make you happy.
Like to make you happy. You're just mad in general with your life, I think. And so, and I just like.
You said that?
No, I didn't say that.
I was like, damn, Tiffany.
As I'm thinking, and he was like, well, what do you want me to do? And he says like he wants me to answer a question. I answer the question, and then he's mad I answered the question. I was like, dude, I don't know what you want me to do.
And you cried.
And then I was just like, I was like, fuck, I'm stressed the fuck out. And then like the tears started rolling down my eyes.
Was he nice to you after you saw the tears?
No, he was still a jackass. And then he was like, I was like, no, I don't think I need your business. I'm sorry. And then he just like looks at me and I'm looking at him and tears still strolling down my face. And he's like, really? I'm like, really?
So good for you. I mean, you have to have the integrity of your company at all times.
I'm done. And now I look back, I'm like, I could have totally handled it in such a better way. And I'm
sure
not
perfect.
Nobody's perfect. I'm sure people out there like you say stuff that you don't mean or that you wish you would have said differently. But I mean,
I've been there.
We're all business owners. We're all like, we're still people. Like, dude, like, he's like, really? I'm like, yeah, like, maybe I wish I wouldn't have said it that way, or I wish I would have phrased it in a different way. But I mean, shit happens. Like,
or sometimes customers, they have their own issues and then they like reflect it off on you and then they start being mean. I had that happen to me once. This lady, oh my God, she was going crazy and talking shit to us and being so rude. At the end of the conversation, I was super nice. I found out that like that she had a very bad situation happen to her, and then she started crying and she apologized and hugged me. So sometimes it's like it's like them, you know? You can't take it personal.
No, totally. But then sometimes you're also in that moment of like, one, you're stressed and you're a business owner.
I've had
and then they're being like over the top with you and you just don't know how to handle it and you cry. I mean, and then you have people that are fucking amazing and you're like, this is why I do it. But like, I'm like, where are those people? I need more of those people.
Yeah.
You know, so like, tell me, so is there a moment like that you were just like, fuck, like shit is like
once a
real,
week.
like once a week, right? Yeah. Like what was it? What was it this week? Can you tell what was it this week?
Last week, no, it wasn't this week because I just got back into town.
Yeah.
Last week I had an epiphany the day before my birthday.
Okay.
Which was on
and I missed her birthday party.
So when was my birthday party? Wednesday. So on Tuesday, I had an epiphany.
Okay.
I was just like, I haven't accomplished enough. I haven't done anything with my life. I'm going to be 29 tomorrow. What is wrong with me? I'm not even, I just started like
beating yourself up.
Oh, I just started thinking all these negative things and telling myself these awful stories. And then the next day, the girls threw me a surprise Barbie birthday party.
Which was adorable.
And my customers showed up and like they all like we drank together and partied together and had a good time. And
I didn't show up. And I was bad.
And it made me think like, wow, like these people actually like care about me and like me and like surprised me. So maybe I'm not that bad of a person. And then when I went on my trip, it was just so successful and so fun that I got to escape and get away and relax. That now I came back like, let's do this.
You're pumped. You're ready to go.
Yeah, I feel so good. Today was the best day to have me on the show.
Right?
Not last week.
Oh, not last week.
Last week I would have been like, eh.
Yeah, she was like, let's not have like fuck my life moments. Let's talk about like positivity. I'm like, really? Because I'm having a fuck my life moment right now. It's like every single day.
I get it. Every day there's always something.
There's always something. And usually it's like at the end of the day and you're like, what, like, dude, like just fucking like, why is it like that? So do you have those moments every week also?
Every week I have a meltdown.
You too?
You know, my trick is I remove myself from the store. It's like, okay, I'm surrounded by so much, like we have to do marketing, social media, selling, people looking to me, my employees, got to make sure they're happy, everyone's paid, got to do the buying, got to do this. And when I feel overwhelmed, I'm going on a lunch break and I'll peace out for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because I'm allowed to do that. You know what I mean?
Are you? Okay, so.
Like, I've come to realize I don't always have to be there because then you drive yourself freaking crazy.
And I have been better about that. And I think most entrepreneurs actually need to
As
hear
control
that.
freaks need to just let go and stop.
I feel like a lot of entrepreneurs that are successful are control freaks and that we need to be able to have that, like you can let go. Because I've gotten better about it that like, hey, I can go and get coffee or I can go to the bank
I used to not
get
be like
coffee. That. And, you know, it's hard. It's hard to learn that as an entrepreneur that, like,
you got to let go. Let your employees do what they need to do. Let the managers do their job. Let the buyers do their job. Like, it's not in our control to do everything. We weren't meant to do everything.
No. And it's really hard, especially when you're young in your business. Because I think you're, 4 years in? And I'm 4 years in also. So,
really?
Yeah. So, 2015.
Oh, wow.
2015?
2016, but we started in 2015.
Okay, yeah. Same thing. And so, it's hard to be able to let go of that control and like, okay, like.
That's the hardest part. It's like your kid.
Yes, because I'm like, okay, I think like they know how to do things better. Like it's not exactly how I want it, right?
But you have to
have to let it go and then learn and everything, right? And I'm like, fuck. And like I see stuff and I'm like, oh, this is why I'm stressed right now. But it's like, okay, eventually, you know, it'll work out. But
you gotta give him an opportunity to learn.
Definitely.
How to mess up and trial and error.
Yeah.
Because if you're always babysitting,
and
that, you can never go on a trip.
And that can makes it a little stressful for you also in that trial and error period because like they're working it out and sometimes it doesn't go quite right or maybe something should have been handled a little bit differently.
And you get frustrated.
And you're like, fuck, if I was doing it, it would have been handled differently and we wouldn't be in this situation. And so I think
I totally get you because sometimes I think, oh, well, if I was there, we would have sold more. But it's like, no, like we can go back and analyze it understand learn from it, and then let them do. And now they all sell as much as I do.
Yeah, and also you don't want to be freaking like shackled and chained to the store.
No,
or your business.
I used to be shackled and chained.
I mean, all of us, and I think as entrepreneurs we feel that way. We're shackled and chained to the store for the first couple of years, and like growing and learning that hey. To let it go a little bit, let them have a little bit more trust. And some of us never learn it. I mean, I have friends that they're 30 years into it and they're still like that.
You never want to be a slave to your business. You want to make sure your business is working for you.
I'm a slave to my business sometimes.
We all are, but you can't imagine how exhausting. Like,
it is exhausting.
I mean, if we already drive ourselves crazy now, imagine always being like there. Oh,
no, I couldn't imagine in like 5 or 6 years still being in the same situation. But like every day, like, okay, like what can we do to improve it? Do you have that also? Like I have that list of like, okay, I can make it better by doing this and this so I can step away and this takes care of itself.
So every day I write notes. Like I'm always writing notes about what needs to be done, what I can see we can do better. And then I'll casually bring it up at like a morning meeting. We have morning meetings. I try to have them every day. It doesn't happen, but we try to just follow what's going on. Like who came in? Let's like talk about it.
Do you love it when like people give you business advice and they're like, you should work on your business and not in your business? That's the piece of advice I hate the most. I'm like, fuck you. Like you've never obviously owned a business. It's very hard to only work on your business and not in your business. You still have to be a portion of your business.
Oh yeah, we're the heart and soul of the company. No one else is gonna drive it for us. We're the full force.
Yeah, and that's why when people like business coaches and stuff tell me I should be working on my business, not in my business, I'm like, no, like yes, I mean,
I'm gonna die at the store.
Yeah, I
already know where my coffin's going.
Well, I tell people all the time I'm gonna die old and alone and in my business, and my weenie dog's gonna eat my face.
I have weenie dogs too.
Yes, and so you
we're
understand.
all gonna die in our businesses with our weenie dogs.
Yeah. Basically,
you know where to find us.
Yeah, I mean, I already have my prearrangement funeral. Like, dude, I'm like that crazy, but I mean, it's hard to not. Yes,
really?
Yeah, no, for real.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm an insurance agent at heart. Yes, I do have like my funeral.
Thinks of those things, Tiffany. We're Sagittarius. We're gonna live forever.
Yeah, no, I'm an insurance agent at heart. I like take care of shit, so no one else. Because I'm like, no one else is gonna take care of stuff. Let me take care of stuff myself, and then you don't have to worry about it.
I hear you.
So, I mean, but it's hard. Like when people give you advice and like, you're like, really? But do you know? Do
you really?
Do you have other people that give you advice that aren't in business for themselves, that aren't entrepreneurs?
I mean, I try to take everyone's opinion with a grain of salt because we can learn something from everyone.
I feel like you're lying to me right now because your like eyelashes like Twitter here.
I, for example, my biggest mentor, she never owned her own business.
Okay.
And she taught me everything I know.
Who's your business mentor?
Her name's Monica Armendariz. Happy birthday, Monica. Shout out. Her birthday's today. But she taught me everything, and she never had... I mean, she had her own book of business at Tres Mariposas, but she never had, like, her own business. Okay. But I learned a lot from her.
That's awesome.
I've learned from my mom. She's never had her own business. But I get what you're saying. Sometimes it's like, you don't know. But you don't know what it's like to have to do everything.
But if you're in sales, I think it's the same as being an entrepreneur. Like sometimes I have people that, you know, they're in the corporate world, you know, and they're not in sales or they're not in things like that. Yeah. And they don't quite understand.
They don't understand.
I feel like
they think like HR and all these crazy, and I'm like, that I am HR.
Yeah. You're like, I wear HR. All the hats. You wear all the hats, taxes and sales and insurance and HR and all that. I feel like sometimes people that are in sales and like entrepreneurs and stuff, we're all in the same category, but people that are like in corporate America and like
they're totally it's not the same.
It's not the same. It's different. It's hard to understand that because like, oh, you want to go on vacation? Great. You have vacation. You can just step away and you still have a paycheck versus somebody that's in sales or entrepreneur or owns their own business, which is all the same. And it's like, fuck, if you know,
you sell, that's how you eat.
Yeah, that's how you eat. And you know, that's how you look fabulous or buy stuff that you want and stuff.
You have to work it.
Yeah. And so I think it's hard, you know, and so I have a hard time personally when people offer me advice and I look at them and be like, well, you're a business coach out of college and have actually never owned a business. I'm like, so what do you know? You don't know shit. So,
yeah.
I mean, but this is what's going through my head and I have a really hard time controlling my facial features because I want to roll my eyes.
Ask them like a question back? Like,
oh, yes.
Like, well, Have you ever,
Yeah. Oh, yes. I was in one thing, and we had a business coach that was teaching, and then I'm like, excuse me. I would like ask a question, and they're just like, oh, shit, like this lady. And I'm like, wait, I have another one. I have another question. I'm like, when did you have a business? Oh, in 94. And how long did you have that business? Oh, it lasted a year? A year. And now you're teaching me about business? Okay, thanks about this. I won't be back.
Yeah.
And so a little judgmental right there.
Well, no, because that's why I dropped out of college. Because I was like, what are you guys going to teach me here? Like, how does this have any, how am I going to learn, do you really use geometry in the real world? Like,
for my business, yes.
Okay, well, for my business, I didn't need philosophy. I didn't need geometry.
You needed accounting, math.
That's the only, no.
Do you have a really good CPA? You should have a really good
CPA, and I'm not going to tell you her name because I don't want anybody to take her from me.
Well, hopefully she has more than one customer.
I don't know, but I'm happy being her only customer if that's the case.
I think I'm sort of with you. I'm like, dude, like what I learned in college and stuff. Like,
did you really use it in real life?
A lot of what I learned, no.
Did you get a degree?
So no, okay. I was like right at the
very.
I was right at the end. I need to go back and
dropouts.
Two more classes and then we'll be there. But I just haven't gone back. I think for me, like in college, what I learned was the social aspect of like how people like operate and like deal with stuff.
Like in your class?
Like in classes, and I think for like personally,
I was an introvert. I was like, nobody talk to me.
You know what? And believe it or not, I'm very introverted too. And I think Sagittarius are a lot like that because
we're always like,
we're I think we're very social if we have to be for business and stuff because this is our business.
But we're very lonely.
But but in our personal lives, we're very lonely. We're very introverted.
Totally.
And people ask me all the time, they're like, no, you're extrovert. And I'm like, no, I'm extrovert.
I have to be
because
extrovert.
I have to be because of my business. I said, truly, if you look at me, I'm an introvert.
It's true.
And everybody's like, did people say the same to you?
I love nothing better than to go have steak and wine all by myself. Yes. I don't care if people make fun of me. I'm like, this is my time, baby. Yeah, I talk all day since the morning I get up at the gym. To the end of the day at my employees, I like to go have dinner by myself so I don't have to talk to anybody.
Well, I'm like that
rude?
too. No, it's not rude. And I think like people don't believe me all the time that we're introverted. Yeah. Like they're like, no.
Because we're so extra.
Right. And I'm like, no, I truly am an introvert. And they're like, no, you're not. I'm like, you really don't know me. And I said, I'm only giving you a perception of what I want to, put out there. Mm-hmm. And like, and people like take that like really? And so I think a lot of it.
Well, it's because we're always on. Our switch is always on. We're like business owners. We're Sagittarius. We're always on. So, I mean, at one point, the button,
it has to go off. Yeah, for sure. Because I'm like that. I'm like, dude, on Sundays, I'm like, no one talk to me. I don't want a text message.
Burritos Cristosimo time.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like,
no one look at me.
I'm like, no, it's no makeup, no hair.
Makeup, Uber Eats, Netflix.
Uber Eats is like the savior on Sunday.
It's so expensive though.
But do we really
I spent $41 on gorditas last night. That's expensive. I did.
I love this. This is why we're friends, because I do shit like that all the time. I'm like,
41. Yes. I was like, this is a sin, but it's cold outside and it's worth it.
It is worth it. And this is how I look at I'm like, I don't have children. I can do this.
I can just spend on myself.
Do you want kids?
I do.
You do?
Okay, I'll tell you this. So weird. When I went to Disneyland on Sunday, I saw these little families, and I was like, oh, I want a family.
See, I'm all like,
I want a girl and a boy, and I know what I'm going to name them.
What are you going to name them?
Italian names.
Let's hear them.
I don't know, like Giancarlo and Gianna.
Ooh, I like those.
All cheese.
All cheese. I'm all like, no, I don't need kids. I own a business. That's what freaking Pronto Body Shop's for. Those are kids.
My business is my kid.
Yeah,
and so are my weenies. And I thought I never wanted kids, but after being at Disney, I was so inspired. I was like, I need a little Gesuina to run my empire when I'm gone. When I'm buried at the store. In my coffin.
I am pretty sure my perception of having kids is not going to change at all, even if I go to Disneyland.
You know, when you're at Disney and you see these cute little kids and they're all wearing matching outfits, you're kind of like, oh.
Really? Because I see that, I'm like, oh, like like no, just
I used
shoot
to
me
be like
now.
that. I don't know. Maybe it's because my maternal instincts are like going.
Okay, my maternal instincts already left the building. I'm like,
gone.
let me just go ahead and put the dog in the laundry room and shut the door. That's not child abuse. There's a bowl of water. Like, who cares? So, you obviously with a kid, you can't do that.
You can't do that.
I don't think my maternal instincts.
You can get a nanny.
Here. Did I have to make more money to get a nanny?
You can afford a nanny. I saw what you drive, Tiffany.
Oh, an old ass car. I drive an old ass car. That's what I drive. So, I don't know. I don't think we're going to change my idea
we don't have to.
I'm like, I can just spoil my nieces and then send them home. And then I don't have to worry about that. Yes. So, no, for sure.
I don't have nieces, so I wouldn't understand.
Because you're an only child.
Technically, yes, I'm an only child.
Okay.
There's 4 brothers and sisters that exist, but we've never met them.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
I mean, I'm sure I'll meet them one day like I squander around El Paso,
Like, it's
a small, big little city.
Hopefully you don't
Shut up. I know what you're going to say.
Hopefully you don't date them or something. Ooh, you're good looking. I think you're like, because we are attracted to people that have the same type of look to us.
Tiffany.
Yeah, I did.
Whoa.
So I'm just saying maybe if you do find somebody, you need to have a DNA test before we commit to this.
A male version of me would be quite attractive.
I think so. I might be a little concerned at how metrosexual they were. I mean, because I want my men to really look like men, but
Me too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like those manly men.
Me too.
If you're not above 6 feet, don't look for me.
Don't. Yeah. And wait. How has dating been being an entrepreneur? Because I feel
it's a distraction.
Because I feel like men don't understand women that are
and
entrepreneurs.
they're intimidated because they think we're too bossy and too manly.
We are.
Which I mean,
I'm very bossy.
Can you accept me as I am? Can you?
I mean, really? I can, but I mean, can a man? I don't know.
I've noticed on every date I've been on, they like to be like the alpha.
The alpha?
But I have a little bit of alpha within, so it's kind of
a little bit or a lot of alpha? Because I have a lot of alpha in my personality.
I'm very independent. I'm not needy. I don't need to, I will ignore someone's text for, a guy's text for, days. Does that mean?
No, I like it.
It's I'm busy, bro.
Yeah. I am not the nice one. I believe
Me neither.
I told someone earlier.
I might never get married.
I told someone earlier this week, I was like, look, dude, I got a vagina, but suck my dick.
Oh, wow.
And officially, not probably.
I can't repost this.
Not probably appropriate. Yes, you can repost this.
No, I can.
But yeah, men don't take kindly to that type of critique, and so no, dating as an entrepreneur and a female entrepreneur can be hard.
Very distracting.
And I think
it's unless I can picture you being the next father of my children, don't waste my time.
Oh, I'm not what are you bringing to my business that I'm less stressed about?
What are you bringing to my life?
Yeah. I know, and I think it's really hard.
Are you adding more?
Yeah, or are you distracting? Because I think sometimes as an entrepreneur, and it's women and men. Mm-hmm. I mean, it can be anything. We're look, this is our first relationship. Our business is our first relationship, and then then you're going to add to it, or but don't be a distraction to it, because this is
don't get jealous and don't get weird, because I'm busy.
People get jealous.
Well, they want
of your business.
Your time. They want you to always respond or to be there, and it's if you're in the way of my money and my income, then you should not be in my life.
Yeah. I mean, do people get jealous of that? They're like, oh, well, you can post on your social media for your business, but you can't text me back all the time.
If I text you back, is that going to make me money?
Right. Exactly.
So
I want to know, do other people have that problem? Because I see it all the time.
If they can accept you and accept this life, then don't even whatever, dude. This is my life. Accept it or don't.
Have you dated other entrepreneurs?
No.
Because I feel like two entrepreneurs
get each other.
Well, they get each other, but then it's going to be horrible for connection and actually getting a hold of each other, because dude, I'm busy with my business. But I think
that's
not
cool.
Texting.
It's I would rather be with someone that understands me.
Neither of you are texting back or calling back.
Fine. And then your moments when you're together, which is on Sunday, is so sacred, and then you give each other's time.
You're we get to see each other on Sundays, and that's it.
That's okay with me. I don't need to be with someone 24/7. That's actually really annoying.
I've determined that Yeah.
It is. It's like you don't need to see each other all day, every day.
And
why?
Do you remember when like you were 18 or 19 and you wanted to like see your boyfriend like every single day?
I married my first boyfriend, so I don't know what that feels like.
Oh my God.
I only had one boyfriend and I married him.
Well, I'm in a couple husbands in, so we'll
Are
talk.
you really?
Yeah. We already knew that.
Oh.
So, but I
fine.
mean, do you remember like for me, I was like, oh, you want to see him every day? And I remember I had a boyfriend that told me, like, gave me a book, like don't sweat the small stuff. We don't have to see each other every single day.
Oh no.
And I was all, oh fuck no. Like I was all pissed off. I was like, oh hell no, I don't need to be with you.
Yeah.
Like you should want to be with me.
And now you're like, stay away from me.
Yeah. And now I'm like, I think about it. I'm like, dude, he was totally right.
Yeah.
Like now I'm like, can I see you once a week? And that's fine.
That's fine.
But I'm like, give me the attention when I want it. But
as long as like that one day when you're with him, like get rid of the phone, like just be present. You know, that's cool.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. We totally off topic, but my favorite subject, well, not subject, but like moment. We sort of talked about it a little bit, is the high-low buffalo. And if you've watched it a little bit, it's like give me a high, give me a low, and then give me a buffalo. Something surprising that's happened in business that you didn't expect.
Okay,
so give me a high. Yeah. But that's okay. We're social media also in the middle of this, so we're good. We're good with this.
Some content
yes.
for the gram.
Okay. So give me a high.
A high of like something awesome that happened?
Just awesome. Anything.
In life or at the store?
Anything. It's off the top of your head. Give me a high.
Of overtime.
It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to say. What's a high? It's hard. It's hard to think. I mean, there's so many different highs and stuff that like come to your mind.
I think a great high for me was getting all my employees to finally everybody be on the same page with the same goal, wanting the same vision, and being like a family. Whereas in the past, I always struggled with like, because I'm 29, so all my employees were like my age, if not older. So that was complicated and weird and difficult. But sorry. But now everyone's good. Like to be able to go to work and be like, oh, I love being here. I love you guys. Like, like that's amazing. The best feeling. Because it means like everybody's going in the right direction. Everybody's motivated, happy. Because I feel like employees can be the hardest part of owning your business.
Employees are always the hardest part of owning your business. I think that's the number one
hardest thing for me.
So is your high also your low, having employees?
I think my low in life or in the store?
Just in general.
I think my low is just like ever since I got a divorce, I've been so like insecure and like finding myself.
It's hard.
Like it's like, who am I?
And it's easier to like identify as like I'm my business instead of like as a person, right?
As a person.
Yeah.
But I've been able to slowly find my way as a person now.
It's hard.
So that's cool.
Because I know I have that problem. I identify as my business sometimes instead of as myself. And I'm like, wait, well, who am I? You know, and I'm like, no, I'm Pronto. And I'm like, no, that's not who I am. And it's very hard to separate that.
So I think my low was the whole entire year of finding myself. It was just like train wreck after mishap,
we
after
all feel like
lawsuits, after like just horrible things all happening at once. That was my low.
But you found your way out, right?
I did.
And now we're here.
And now we're here.
Fabulous and having a great time.
Yeah.
And tell me a buffalo, something that was surprising that you just really never expected.
That I never expected?
Yeah, because I mean, like, dude, if we saw a buffalo walking across the street, would we expect that? No.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
It is. I mean, did you think you would be styling celebrities?
I mean, not that I
mean, because we're in El Paso, like.
I know, but like I always knew I was destined for greatness, not to be cocky, but it's like God gave me a gift and I'm going to unleash it to the world.
I'm all be cocky, girl. I don't care.
So buffalo. I think a buffalo that I never thought would happen is the store I used to work for closed, and some of the customers I would admire and look up to when I was 19, like, oh, like they shop with me now. And
that's
it's like,
awesome.
Wow.
And
like I made it.
You like didn't expect it. And
I never expected. I always thought they would be loyal, or I don't know. But when they come in now and ask for me, that makes me feel so special.
That's, I mean, no, that is an amazing buffalo. I mean, because we all have moments like that of like things like.
Like I never thought I would get to that level.
And here you are.
like, I know I said I was destined for great, but I never thought like that would.
Well, we can be
like, it's like something you see and then it happens to you. It's weird, you know?
It's no, I totally get it. I'm like, wait, like, well, or sometimes people, like, for me, will ask me like advice, and I'm like, dude, really, you're asking advice of me? Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And people are like, no, you do know what you're doing. And I'm like,
you do.
And I'm like, okay, maybe I do. But that moment of like, okay, maybe I do. That's always surprising as a business owner, because I think we all, feel like we don't know what we're doing and we're hot messes and stuff.
Hard.
But it is, and then people look at you and like give you that compliment, and you're like, whoa, like.
I had that compliment this weekend in California, and it literally melted my little heart.
Yeah. I mean, it really makes a difference. It really does. So if people are watching, be nice to your entrepreneurs. We need
Actually, one thing I learned from Joel Osteen is he said, if you feel a way about someone, or you like, oh, I love your jacket or your hair, say it, because what if they like die or something and they never heard it? Like, you don't know how much you can change someone's life just by actually saying it. Because I used to do that. I used to think like, oh, she's gorgeous, but I wouldn't say it because I thought, oh, that's weird or that's embarrassing. Now I give it to you.
I try to, because you know what? And I had a post the other day on a video, and it was like, because we're right down the street from the Opportunity Center, which has all the homeless people in the neighborhood. And the lady was walking down. It was freaking like 45 degrees. She didn't have like clothes on. She had a blanket wrapped around her. She had just gotten released. And she was like, you look fabulous today.
Wow.
And that moved me almost to tears, because like, look, she has nothing. And she was able to say like, you look fabulous. And I actually had some of your clothes on. And I'm like, dude, like, that cost her nothing, and like that made
and she still said it.
My moment and my day, and like just to be so grateful. And so I really try to like focus on that also when somebody does something kind, or I think they look fabulous, like tell them, because
tell them, guys,
we don't know what they're going through.
Even if you think it sounds weird or awkward, like you never know how that's going to really impact someone's life.
No, for sure. We don't know what's happening. Like you said, we don't know if they're being ugly or mad or happy. We don't know what's causing that in your business, and so say it, and if you feel it, tell somebody. So I think that's a really good note.
I have a question for you now.
Go for it.
It's not my interview, but I'm
do
curious.
It. Ask.
So if you weren't doing what you are doing now, what would you be doing? What would be your dream job, or what is something else?
Dream job? Oh, I don't know. Probably consulting. I love consulting for the insurance companies and like my industry, so I would probably consult if I wasn't doing this. I mean, that I don't think I could ever go back to any type of corporation where I had to work for somebody. It's not in me for somebody to tell me what to do, hence why we're on a podcast drinking, I mean, that's just how it happens. Yeah. But I think that was a really great note to end on about, just being kind and putting it out there. So y'all make sure, if you do not follow Gal Fashion and Gesuina, y'all go on and like all of her social media pages. She has some fabulous stuff coming up in this coming year. And we're super excited to see what's going to happen. Awesome. Well, thanks for having you.
No, thanks for inviting me. It was so much fun.
Awesome. Thank you.